Still May 5th, 2024. Still. Okay, I go to pick up my client. Some idiots out in the distance. I told her she couldn't say anything before. All that money, I'll make sure she don't get it. Honey, you don't have the authority to ask me to stay quiet. You're a higher police officer, prosecutor's office, criminal attorney, and police. He's only a higher police officer. He doesn't even have the authority to ask you to stay quiet. And on top of it, on a recorded line, you admitted you told on me to the churches in the Vegas. You met with all of them. You told 500 to 900 people. Oh, we go out and we go to Longhorn. People are in there. That girl and her ex-boyfriend thinks he's some kind of big drug dealer, and you pull all this stuff here. I know it's not even funny. They were trying to frame a judge. Oh, they tried to frame 3 judges. Judge Timothy Ludick, Judge Stephen, and a retired Judge Pete. That's not, and then the Portage County Sheriffs. Huh? I let the tape play how that agent talked to me and how on a recorded line he admitted he talked to everyone and how evil he was on that line. Oh, and police have admitted to hearing it. And taping audio in stores in front of people. And then they sold the login and they sold it to other people to hear. Okay? I go in and people's like, don't say a word. They're scamming everybody. Oh, they've been telling you that for months. You're slow, right? They've been telling everybody it was a big drug scam for over a year. Huh? They made fun of FBI Agent John June 7th, 23, how they fooled him. Huh? They dared the FBI to fix it July 9th, 23. See, I was found innocent of everything in 18. Some idiot said, well, Will wanted to make sure she was innocent. Oh, Will knew I was innocent. January should be between the 19th and the 25th and 19th. About 8 o'clock at night in a legally bugged house. We had went down and paid off a loan. Well, I went down to pay. That whole day was weird. Where they already had the gunshot night right for Christmas 18, and next time they were supposed to come up and kill me and take care of it once for all, and they said they killed 2 outside. They had already gutted the duplex on the other side and burned everything in the middle of the night to cover it up. Okay? And Dave's caught with on their surveillance that he was part of those 2 murders. Okay? They had to hide not to get killed. Nah, as I already told me, Karen, you don't realize you die at my choosing. Okay? That day, I went down to pay off a loan at Advanced America. Okay? Okay, they're out there watching me. My shoulder was tore up from Dave chicken winging it on the stairway for not answering my phone. Some guy walks out and he throws the door open. I grab it with my sore arm. I'm like, ow. I go to Distress and I walk around the mall. They have 25, 30 men show up harassing me. I'm scared. Well, I'd already gave Sarah that agent's number. I walk up to her. I said, would you call Will? And I went to leave and I thought, oh my God. And they're talking about him. They hurt me. I go back and I tell her, stay out of it. I go down to Dixie's. Those big truck guys are swarming me until your hair was blowing. Okay? She's trying to get me to go for a ride and tell her what's going on. It's like, trust me, a ride will not help this. We go down to AJ Tactical to shoot. They try to frame me for the gunshot night. I go in and Dave wanted to shoot his guns. And I'm having the hardest time even holding the gun out to shoot it. My shoulder is just killing me. Some guy walks in and wants to see her shot pattern. Guy with him start laughing. She has nothing to worry about. No, there's a video of me hiding on the floor crying like a baby girl. And Dave caught with the shooters that they killed 2. Okay? We go to leave. He's like this, and cars are swarming. And he's like this and like this. We go up, and we park the one car, and we go up to Streetsboro. Get him Steak and Shake. Come back, and he's still doing this. It's to the point I thought he was going to pull over and let him kill me. I get in. We pull down John Thomas. And all the bad trucks are sitting there. And I go in and I get in a hot tub because my back and shoulder are killing me. He's running by the bathroom like a chicken with his head cut off, waiting for something to happen. I curl up in my bed and I lock my door and I'm crying. And someone knocks on the door. The police always knew she was innocent and innocent before. They were talking about it at the station. Some guy was bailing his guy out from a team. Said if she's innocent, he'd pay a fine or bail. And said no, the police already knew she was innocent and innocent before. They never want to arrest her. They knew somebody else did something wrong before. Do you want me to take her? He's like, no, I'll keep her. I ain't going with nobody. And I laid there until daylight, scared that they'd show back up to kill me. That was in January of 19, about 8 o'clock at night. The police, they even told Dave they knew I was innocent. In 18, the police walked around me in Walmart. Why are they making all this shit up on her? He said, oh, they're trying to scare her out of her jewelry in her house. That's it. They're trying to steal everything she's got. Big extortion ring. I told you, on Thanksgiving of 18, an illegally bought house where the kids were playing boo in the basement. They're taking each one of us down for them to jump out and scream at us, and we're supposed to act shocked and scared. And it was my turn to go down. I barely get off the steps, and it's like, go back up. The house wasn't meant for Grandma. It was meant for Auntie Shaw and Papa, and Grandma needs to get out. I look down, they're all three in a huddle, laughing and go like this and saying crazy crap. I go up and I sit by Dixie and the brand new baby, and I'm like, Auntie Shaw, I got a house full of people. Okay? Flora comes up, they're saying mean things in the basement. Dixie's like, stay out of it. I go up to John, in front of everybody. What's going on? He's like, I don't know, Mom. He said, I told Melissa, his ex-wife, that you were going to be going through a divorce and moving out. She's just going to have the kids make up something. Oh, trust me, nobody could ever say anything bad about you. She'll probably have the church people make up something too. But trust me, nobody could ever say anything bad about you. Okay? I taped Dave a few days later. I said, I've never hurt anyone. He said, Karen, you're good to the kids, you're good to the grandkids. You would never hurt anyone. You're good to everyone, no matter who it is. And we talk about John defending me. And Melissa having to make everything up. Taped Dixie with her permission on October 23rd, 2019. Flora read him out. Of course it never happened. Of course it wasn't true. We made them up. They made everything up. It was games of pretend. Where the police said they're documented. Me games of pretend. Okay? My whole family defended me in 18. I went to Danny on November 13th, 22. Told him people were making out lies on me and saying all kinds of stuff. He's like, what? Where would they get that? And Jen's like, don't they realize what you do for a living? You can't even have an accusation. I said, well, I call them the Pinocchio group, the liar, liar, pants on fire call. She said, boy, if anybody said you did anything wrong, they would be lying and their pants would burst into flames. I confirmed on Christmas Eve of 22. Did you know where they kicked in my door on the 6th day while we were at the storage unit? She said, yes. I said, remember Dave said it was another realtor passing out keys, don't report it? She's like, yeah. I said, they don't pass out in case they leave it in a lockbox when we took the key out. Just looking at me. I said, did you remember all the bruises, orange, lemon, grapefruit, fruit-sized bruises all over me? I was thrown up and almost passed out in front of the neighbor by the second we got there. Yeah. Did you know they were drugging me and beating me and say weirdo molesto stuff? They have laughed at me they did that? She's like, no. I thought you were working too hard and bruising too easy. I never thought of it. I said, did you know they set up button cameras stalking me and Dave? No. Did you know about a shower scene in the other room to make me look weird? No. The kids come out of the room. Grandma, is that what's going on? We didn't know. Went to Joshy. I've never done anything bad or wrong to you. Never said you did. By Christmas of 21 or Christmas of 22, they were laughing that they had drugged me and told me to say I was supposed to flash them. I called him up. I said, would you verify I never flashed you? He's like, Mom, are people making stuff up like that? I'd move away. I'd verify that. What's wrong with this? Everything. My whole family spoke very highly of me. The cops talked about it in Walmart in 18. March of 23. 1st to 30th of 23, I'm in Walmart 62 in the hair salon. Two of the undercover police that watched me for 5 years come in. We told these people to stay out of this. We interviewed her whole family a long time ago. She's never hurt anyone, and no one's ever seen anything. And they're screaming at him. Same cops. June 24th to July 4th of 21. What are these people talking about? We interviewed her whole family a long time ago. She's never hurt anyone. By Christmas of 21 in Maslin, some of the ladies that have been working the case, since the first of the 18, showed up and were talking in Walgreens. We looked it up. Her family really did speak highly of her before. I know they did. That's where October 2020, for we all know this woman's innocent. That's why a little old investigator by January of 19, I know everything about Karen's life. She's one of the finest women you'd ever meet in life. Don't you ever disrespect her. That's where Officer John, they say John's here to take care of Karen. I look over, he walk in with about 30 guys. It's ridiculous for any child to be afraid of Karen. She's nothing but good in love. Officer Mark, August 22nd of 23, outside Kohl's, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Said, none of this is funny. Said, did her ex-husband defend her? He said, yes, we taped him. Did anybody ever talk to her? No. Then they had to frame her. He said, it was documented. She was framed before. Was it the drug cartel? Yes, we've seen him. It's documented. I was framed by the drug cartel, by the police. Got it? And it's also documented and verified that it was a medication error that made her sick before. And documented and verified that another woman was even using her insurance. She's like, none of this is funny. He said, I know it's not. I've never talked to people were not laughing, but people were saying how not funny this is. The people working the case and others were listening to her taking a drink in the room, getting dizzy in the room, going black, waking up with injection marks and sick, and never talking to anybody. How not funny that is. No, it's not. It takes a sick mind to find it funny. A very sick mind. Sexual predators preying on people in their home, stalking them, photoshopping things in a sextortion act. Nobody can be in your home. Where Dave told Danny he hired Pete on his own. And it was Alex and a beard. Thinking if they put a retired judge's name on it, they'd be above the law. No one's above the law. That's how stupid all this is. That's where I talked to a police officer out of this area. I don't care if it was a sitting judge. The police were to arrest him if they put their name on it. I want you to think about this. How not funny this is. some kid, I heard him talking. We could tell that she was actually drugged. Oh, I know that. And Memorial Day weekend of 21, one of the bad guys in this. So I re-looked at the tapes before. There's no way no one will ever buy it. I'm taking it at my couch. I got my things and I'm getting out of here. They admitted a frame in me March 24, 22, 1:30. From the beginning of the case, a little white man showed up for every idle word you telling us. I'll turn on you. I'm like, who are you? I have cops all around me and undercover. By Woodforest and Walmart 62. He's like, he said, you know that bruise on your leg? I had a bruise that big. And I was throwing up again that morning. He said, I used sodium pentothal on you. No, he date rape drugged me in my sleep. It's called needling somebody. Makes it work faster. Stabbed me in my sleep. He said, you know what you told me? Never seen him, and I've never talked to him. He said, you were wearing this one nightgown. You bent over him probably once and they accidentally seen your butt. You had a life of pain because of it. I'm like, who are you? He's like, can you try to leave Dave? I'll list you a child molester for that. I got away from him. I went home. I'm like, Dave, I always wear the grandma nightgown, underwear, and a house coat when the grandkids were over. I know that. Like in a sweater and a house coat when the grandkids were over before. I know that. Besides the grandma nightgown down to my knees and some laces, I just bought everything else last year. He's like, I know that. I said years ago we were video chatting. I had the grandma nightgown, underwear, and a house coat on. You were helping me fix the DVD player. He's like, I remember you were wearing that. And they made fun of the back of my knees. And Grandma, what's on the back of your legs? Varicose veins. Hero Papa, I get changed. Then we made fun of the back of my knees. He's like, I know that. What's wrong with this? They changed it under drugs. That's where March of 22, my one client in Navarre, her next door neighbor in that White House, they told her that Pete had ordered everything to be drugged, photoshopped, and made up on me. And that's Alex. In a beard, scamming people with Savannah. Having her drug addict boyfriend from before, supposed to be big in drugs, have the drug cartel come down and drug and frame me, Photoshop things in stocking tapes. She's not funny at all. She's a psycho bitch. Okay? I never had these people in my home. Beginning of the case, they were laughing in my face, and the cops taped them breaking in, stabbing me with drugs, roofing, and drinks. I lived through a concentration camp. I was losing 5 to 7 pounds a week. I had up to 7 injection marks. I couldn't even keep saliva down. I lived through a concentration camp from that psycho bitch. They were laughing that they photoshopped all their lives in 18. The 2 guys that look like Joshy were that say they work for the drug lords. They came up and said they photoshopped all their lives. They made everything up on me. That it was a bet between those 2 drug lords that they were fighting over this area, using me as a pawn. They said they photoshopped me bending over a tub and people seeing my butt. That never happened. They photoshopped me using a feminine wipey above the toilet to make me look weird in 18 and 19. Let's see what else. They were laughing how they were getting away with drugging and framing me, and that they had been doing it before in front of the cops. December 9, 21, at the Oakland apartment on Cleveland Avenue at 4 p.m. They told them everything was drugged and photoshopped and it's just a bunch of men doing crimes down here. See if someone will stop them. Same day, white man bald with dark eyes distributing food at the Stark County Hunger Task Force on 9th Street. He actually was one of my guards. Came out. We always knew the tapes before were them and not her, so we never said a word. Where they were breaking. Okay. May 25th, 21, 6 p.m., Wendy's in Louisville. They were breaking in. The church people breaking in before drugging me, telling me, say where to molester stuff. I got 2 witnesses in my phone. 8, 9, 21, the apartment building, 42nd close offense, lady and little girls lived there. They were outside talking. 4 or 5 neighbors got together, did a police report. 1295 Farrell, a little white lady, screamed at him for doing it and talked to several people in 21. November 1st to 3rd of 21, African American lady found out everything was made up on me. Now all their tapes before were them and not me, so she's telling people to stay out of it. And then my client and Navarre, her next door neighbor, they all talked to the police. And the police recorded my car sparked, my phone's tapped. March 24, 22, 1:30 that they framed me. May 12th, 22 at noon, they found a tape of them emitting a shower scene in the other room. May 26th, 22 at noon, the shower scene was done on purpose to make you look weird. March 1st to 3rd at 21, they said they put two clips together, put her in a porn. It's not her, it's them. Don't worry about her. Then their sofa altered March 13th, 21, at Mercy Medical. They told the nurse the only thing they had me on was adjusting myself. The guy said that's sexy. She said no, she just simply wiped off water with clothes on. They didn't. It's actually funny they didn't have anything else. See, it was potluck what tapes you got of how far they altered them. Then they started saying you touch yourself, you expose yourself, you touch yourself, look weird. It made my stomach bleed. I pooped out blood for days. I was so upset. You did what to me? You photoshopped what? Then I thought they're playing me. You put my head on somebody else's body. It's clipped together. Then it's like, what would you be doing? You touch yourself, you expose yourself, you're undressing, you touch yourself, look weird, but not weird. Sounds like you were showering. Got undressed and got in the shower, washed up, went outside, smoked. She figured out what they did. Okay. January 19th, 22, 11 o'clock in the morning, they told the Department of Disability I was drugged and told to say it before. February 2nd, 22, Burlington Coat Factory, a Latino man admitted he drugged me first and told me to say it. People ran in Save-A-Lot. People on 6th Street and Canton were running their house, yelling at the postman. Postman's like we all heard it. Even garbage trucks guys were complaining that they all heard it. November 18th, 22, a guy named Eric involved in this made fun of everybody in Walmart 62 how all the tapes before were him and not me, and it was done for a stunt for people to turn on me and they fell for Dave told Danny he hired Pete on his own, and Pete is Alex. Okay? In a beer, and they're scamming people trying to frame the judges up there. Okay? They made fun of FBI agent John June 7th, 23, how they fooled them. Katie's sister Jody, Lighthouse Tabernacle, and the drug cartel mocked the feds. They dared the FBI to fix it July 9th, 23 in Trinity Gospel. By September of 23, they were talking about it up in Akron. Did she do anything wrong? No. The drug dealers already confessed that everything was them and not her. They made fun of the FBI for falling for this. Are they going to do anything about it? We don't know. None of this is funny. I asked her ex-husband if it was a medication error that made her sick before. He said, yes, they told him that. And they even told him to sue those doctors. And he let all those people hurt her and didn't say a word. None of this is funny. Now, do I think Savannah, her mom, and her dad, and that her drug friends and her old drug boyfriend think it's funny bringing the cartel here? I have a friend that had a friend on Facebook that actually worked at Facebook. Told me 5 years ago that it was a scam they were pulling on Facebook, that they were taking words out of sentences, taping over, making it look like you said something you didn't, and photoshopping scenes and then setting off hate crimes. These people are more vile. They are breaking in people's homes, stalking them, photoshopping, washing, selling kiddie porn of little kids going potty, and then breaking in and roofing people, and actually human trafficking them under drugs. Drug beating, raping them, and drug them up until them say stuff in a sextortion act. There's no excuse that agent didn't arrest them on the first day. He stole $335,000 from my case alone. And there's a good chance that where I gave him all the information to get Michael Peterson trying to smuggle oil in here in 21, October to December 21, that he stole $10 million for the federal government. Because Trekasami got arrested for it. There was a reward of $10 million leading to his arrest. That's how not funny that agent is. A local police officer, because that's where last week in Walmart on the Strip, a police officer said, you know, we all know that guy told on her before. Just like in October of last year, in 23. Menchie's, we all listened to the way that guy talked to her. We knew Karen knew nothing what those people were doing up there. That's where Medina Undercover Police, we all know that one guy told on her before. A police officer. FBI is not above local police. They are all police officers. Right on Google. They are not submittable to the FBI, and they can arrest them. A local police officer can arrest them. They need to arrest them. For embezzlement, he better be saying he was doing this to get the drug cartel. Embezzlement, badgering, obstruction, tampering with witnesses, and aiding and abetting human trafficking, rape, attempted murder, extortion, sextortion, kiddie porn. And he was aiding and abetting these crimes. They need to arrest him. I was found innocent of everything in 18. Like Officer Mark said, August 22nd of 2023 at 1 o'clock, my car was found. It's documented. I was framed by the drug cartel. I'm going to upload this. Oh, and they interviewed my other grandkids. Sweetest grandma ever, best grandma ever. I even taped the kids. I've never hurt you. I've never done anything wrong. That's the truth. I've always been good to you. Went to the girls, same thing. Yeah. People look at me like I'm stupid. My family didn't know what that fucking bastard was doing to me. That would have made them an accessory. To human traffic me, sextortion, kiddie porn, a little kids going potty, sex trafficking videos, voyeurism, sextortion act of photoshopping, kidnapping somebody under drugs. Huh? Rape and human trafficking, and assault. It's called life in federal. You can't confess to those crimes. I told you in January of 22, a ladies group came down. We made a big mistake being in her home. We came to verify she's never said she did anything wrong before. And when she wiped off that water, she went straight down, didn't expose herself. As if anybody would care about that. And those people raped her. They were human trafficking me under drugs. You arrested them, right? I was found innocent of everything in 18. That's where people even said. She was found innocent before of everything. And these people are just trying to convince her that she did something wrong and it's not working. No, it's not. Or even the police know I'm innocent. FBI informant. Like they said, they're messing with the wrong person. The police watcher. Hi, guys. One's assigned to me every day to document everything. Karen around the house. Karen's well. FBI informant. I'm gonna upload this.